Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the Shahrukh Khan film Don with my son Ben.
Yes, we are.
If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema, occasionally with Ben.
I'm just kind of her son.
Ben is home for the summer from college, and just background, Ben has only seen a handful of Indian films. He's seen the Bahubali films, a couple of Salim Khan movies, Debangs.
The Debangs.
And he's done a couple of trailer reactions with me. But this was your first Shahrukh Khan film.
Was it really? No way.
Well, you've walked through the room and you've seen me watch so many, right?
It's like whenever I bring up Bollywood to someone who actually knows about it, just the fact that I can say the name Shahrukh Khan is usually like, whoa, okay, so he actually knows something. Whoa, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I have watched... How many films of Shahrukh Khan do you think I've seen? Take a guess.
I don't even think I want to. It's like, I don't know. I'll guess 100.
No, okay. He hasn't made that many films.
Okay.
So I have seen 58 of his films.
All right, okay.
So I gave Ben several choices.
Yeah.
And I kind of described generally the plots. He didn't bother to watch the trailers, but I just said, and so when I described this one, I kind of thought, well, this is just kind of a light, fun, action kind of a film.
Correct.
It's a remake. I was telling Ben it's a remake
1978.
of classic Amitabh Bachchan film. The original Don I have also seen, and it is wild. There's a long history with that one because I can't remember if it was the director or the cinematographer died in the middle of making it. And so they made it over 4 years. They kept, whenever they had a chance, they would get together and make a little bit more of the film. It was basically to support the widow and her kids to finally finish the film. And so the heroine's hairstyle keeps changing. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long, like different scene to scene. Yeah. It's like,
is it still like the same plot? Like
it's very similar. It's very similar. So
is it the same plot twist? Are we allowed to say it? Ooh.
Well, I think they added some things in this film. This became a series, and so there's a Don 2.
Mm-hmm. I read that. I was on IMDb. He escapes from jail. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's impossible, actually.
What's fun about this film is that Shahrukh Khan had done so many romantic, positive kind of roles.
Okay.
And so, but he started his career doing villain roles. Mm-hmm. And so he thought he was going to be a villain. And then one of the most famous one is called Dar, which means fear. And he was so good on screen that there's actually more screen time of him than of the hero, who's still frosted to this day about it. But he just kind of made himself as a sensation doing villain roles to start with. But he hadn't done them for a really long time. So one of the things, watching it again, I think you could just see how much fun Shahrukh Khan is having playing a villain. Yeah. He is just relishing it.
Well, at least both roles, he seems like he's having a very good time.
Yeah.
It's very much across the spectrum of being the very cool villain and like the goofiness that he enjoys.
Right. So a couple of the songs were from the original movie. The director of this film, his name is Farhan Akhtar, and he's from a storied Bollywood family. His sister is actually also a famous director. She's one of my favorite directors. And maybe I'll show you Gully Boy. It's a rap movie. You might enjoy it. Good. That's her recent film that was put up for the Oscars, actually, for India.
Cool.
But
is it called the Oscars for India, or is it
no? Because it's the foreign language film. So that was.
Oh, is it the foreign language category?
So I think now it's called international film or something, because it could be an English language film that's made outside. But anyway, they changed the category name. Anyway, so that was India's submission. So they have to kind of have a committee decide of all the films made, which is the one that they're going to submit. It did not make it to the final 5 for the Oscars, but anyway. Okay, And their parent is a very famous lyricist and screenwriter. So, storied family. He's also Farhan Akhtar is also a very good actor. He had a rock band, but I think he's really good as a director. And so I think because he has this long history in Bollywood, there's a fondness for the original film. So they pay homage to it, but they kind of do their own way. And
because as you said, there's the 2 songs from the original one, and then they did original ones for the rest. Which, of course you're singing and dancing. It's a given now. It's not even a surprise. Right.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Yeah, I mean, as you know, they're lip syncing. They're not actually singing, but the choreography is pretty cool. Sometimes it doesn't completely make sense, but it's like, okay, we're in a nightclub, we're gonna sing and dance or whatever.
Sure.
But one of the key songs is Yeh Mere Dil, and that's when the fiance of the killed person tries to seduce him. So I thought it would be fun to show Ben the original Amitabh Bachchan, at least part of the song, so you can see how crazy it is.
All
right, ready?
The original song was still kind of wild already, so.
Okay. See how they had the similar sounds?
Yeah. Oh, the cinematography is so cool.
Does this scream 70s to you?
Yeah. Wow! That was awesome.
Does he not think it's cool?
Yes. Not as cool as like the apartment that he was in the new one.
Yeah.
This one's a little smaller and modest. Does she die in the same way after this in this one?
I can't remember.
It's kind of iconic that it was just like very quickly he was able to like set it up where her like corpse was like being closed by the elevator door.
She's trying to get the gun on the floor, I think.
Oh. I saw like a bullet, I think, but I'm a little lost.
This is pretty racy for 1978.
I feel like the lip sync is a little bit more obvious than the older ones. They do a good job. Like, it was a surprise to me when I first found out that it was all lip sync.
Alright. Okay, you need a jacket like that, Ben.
Alright, duly noted, I guess.
So you can see how the choreography of the remake, it's not exactly the same, but it's a lot of the same moves.
It's inspired.
It's inspired, definitely.
What was the painting in the back? What was that about?
It's like a Western painting, almost.
Is she okay? Is she okay?
Okay. So that was a little bit. So that gives you an idea. What I liked about it is they updated, but yet they paid homage to a couple of the iconic songs of the original. And it also, you wouldn't know, but the person who was singing, she was a big star. So that was like a cameo, Kareena Kapoor. And then Priyanka Chopra, you know who she is. She's done American TV now. She's the one that becomes kind of the undercover person in his gang, right?
Right.
And just to let you know, there's rumors that Shahrukh Khan had an extramarital affair with her. I don't know if it's true or not. Who knows? But she's also in Don 2 as well.
Right.
But Boman Irani plays the cop who sets up the whole body switch thing. And he is one of my favorite character actors, and it was kind of fun to have him be the villain at the end. Spoilers!
Sorry.
But I mean, this movie has been out for how many years? It was really fun for me watching it again, knowing the twist. I mean, I've seen it a couple of times, so I hadn't seen it in a while. Knowing the twist, it's fun to see Shahrukh's performance.
Yeah, I will say, I'm like, how are they gonna make a second one if he's like technically dead? It doesn't really make sense. And okay, I get it. Yeah, unless like the other guy was just gonna turn into him then, but there's definitely a better.
Well,
result.
it carries on with the villain character, you know, and getting out of prison and getting revenge on more people that had set him up, I guess. So. But yeah, I mean, did you see the twist coming? Let me put it that way.
No. I mean, there was a lot of like flip-flopping on like who the actual like villain is. Cause like they made the one guy that was trying to like seek revenge on the detective.
Yeah, Arjun Rampal,
He seemed like the villain for a sec, and then obviously at the intermission it switched. But Don. Impossible, dude. Yeah.
So what did you think of the music in the film?
It was like fine. I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. I'm sorry. I like the stories, and I think the action's all really silly when I do see it, but I do check out a little bit during the songs because they're okay, I guess we're in a club now and it has nothing really to do. Unless it gets shot up afterwards, which did happen.
Then that's good.
Yeah, well, then it actually has to do with what's happening in the movie.
It's true. Some songs propel the plot forward, or at least show you, okay, this is how a love relationship is advanced or whatever. But these songs were more like, okay, we're stopping and we're having, I Am Don, kind of a song or whatever. Yeah. But I still think this one is really slick. I think it set a bar for kind of action films as well. And, I mean, which you haven't seen some of recent action films except for Dabangg.
Yeah.
And Dabangg 3. Yeah, unfortunately.
Are you not counting Bahubali as an action film, or is that different?
I guess I'm thinking of like modern action gun kind of. You're right. That's an action film, but a different kind, I guess. Yeah, I think of that as more like a historical epic. But you're right. It's an action film too.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what did you think of Shahrukh Khan? Because you just have known of my obsession of him for so many years. Did he live up?
Yeah, I'd say he lived up to the hype. He knows what he's doing. And as I said, like he's able to play the very cool Don when he needs to. And then like the whole like weed milk song, like he's able to do that too.
Yeah, where he gets all high
on
the
he's got the range, so I see what the hype is all about. That makes sense.
Yeah. I love this performance of his. He's just having a ball, and it's fun to see him in an action film. His recent films, the last couple of years, have not been out and out successes. He's kind of experimented a little bit, and so I have heard him talk about that he would like to do another action film. So I think that would be a good choice for him. I think everybody might have a hunger to see him in something like that again. And watching this again, I'm like, that would be super fun to see Shahrukh Khan. And there's been talk about Don 3.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Farhan Akhtar, get on that. Get on it. Like, I don't know what you're doing in quarantine. Be writing that script, because that's what I want to see.
Yes.
Anyway, Ben, thanks for joining me. No problem. Hope you will watch another film with me this summer.
I'm sure I will. I'll be around.
So, Ben is on Twitter at...
Oh, please don't do that.
Okay.
That's fine. No. It's cool. I am at Buy My Lamps. Am I selling lamps? No. But I do post some sort of funny things. And I'd like to apologize that I'm getting my haircut in like an hour. So
I think
this will
it
be
looks fine.
the last record of my long hair.
All right, and you can find me on Twitter at PardesiYT, and if you hit the bell and subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.